Well, hello. Welcome to Horror TV. I'm your host for the night, Lars, and these are the Horror Hotties.
Hey.
Tonight we are going to be reviewing Trick or Treat right after this.
I'm just really tense right now.
Seconds.
I remember you, babe.
Welcome back to Horror Hotties. We have a new guest tonight. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Emily. I also go as Moo Fail on social media, and I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you guys. I'm so psyched.
Awesome. We're very excited to have you.
Thank you.
We've all been on the show before, so you want to remind them who you are?
I am Lexi.
What's the scariest thing about yourself?
Well, I know, like, in the middle of the night, I just wake up at random times. Like, it'll be, like, 3 o'clock, and, you know, like, 3 o'clock is supposedly, like, the witch's hour, so it's, like, I'm always waking up in between then, and I guess that could be scary.
Oh, my God.
Of witching.
That's pretty
Do you have
scary.
roommates?
No, like, when I didn't have roommates, it would just be random times of the night, and then, like, since I've been at my mom's house, it's been pretty frequent, like, early mornings.
Oh,
That's
haunted
creepy.
house.
And we also have...
I'm Bella, and I don't know, I'm not that scary, guys.
Come on, you gotta have something.
Well, maybe my driving. I've been told some things.
Oh, you asked a carpool earlier. Now I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not gonna make it here one of these weeks. You guys gotta drive.
Oh, my God.
What was something scary about yourself?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I'm definitely say the noises that I make sometimes. I don't know, just randomly someone can come up behind me, and I'm just like, ah!
No, she's jumpy too.
I am very jumpy.
I've seen you in action.
Yeah, I can be pretty jumpy, so that movie was definitely, like, made me a little jumpy there, so.
Well, I think for myself, I really like to scare people, so I think that's kind of scary, so yeah, just look out. Okay, so I think now we can just play the trailer for Trick or Treat. Here we go.
This is the one night.
Don't forget your costume.
All sorts of things. Roam free.
The Halloween School Bus Massacre.
Shh, be quiet.
Why?
You'll bother the neighbors.
Okay.
Wait, there's another tradition. Always check your candy.
Like, I have to sit.
I feel like we need like more padding in these.
Welcome back to Horror TV with your Horror Hotties. Tonight we reviewed, we're going to be reviewing Trick or Treat, which came out in 2007 and is directed by Michael Daughtry. So before we get into our thoughts about the movie, we gotta give you guys a spoiler alert. We're gonna be getting into the details of the movie, so if you haven't watched it yet, maybe you should do that, or you can just, listen to us talk about it if that's your preference.
If you're too scared, you can just listen to the conversation.
Yeah, we might be a better site, honestly. So, okay, so let's see. Thoughts? Anybody? Original thoughts?
The plot was a lot to unpack.
Yes.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, there really was.
Yeah, there's multiple stories actually in this movie. I'm not even sure if we can count how many stories. There seem to be like main ones and then a couple little ones sprinkled throughout, but it's just really like a compilation of multiple horror stories in one. So it is a lot. There's lots of characters, lots going on.
It seemed to be revolved around the main antagonist, the little trick-or-treat little creature named Sam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Very creepy.
Sam the pumpkin boy.
Pumpkin boy.
Zombie boy.
Yeah.
Like a burlap sack head.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, so there's actually a little bit of a debate on when it was released. So we had 2007 and also 2009. Lexi, you had a little bit of information on that. Do you want to share?
So what is it? The original release date was supposed to be released around like holiday time. I think it was supposed to be around Halloween, but Saw 4 came out, and so they pushed back the release date without telling nobody, and then they released it straight to DVD. But in 2009, I think it was like one of the top horror films, or rated one of the top horror films.
Very interesting.
Okay, so it's like Time to Shine was 2009, like.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I never even heard about it until my boyfriend was actually like, "Hey, have you heard of Trick or Treat? Like, this is a great movie." I'm like, "No, what even is that?" And then we watched it for the first time. So this is my second time watching it, but it's been a while. So like when I watched it this time, I didn't even remember anything that was going on. But that first time that I watched it, I was like, this movie is so cool. Like, how have I not even heard of this? So that actually explains a lot about it. Yeah.
I think it's a little underrated because, I recognize the guy, but you don't hear a lot about the movie. And I think they did a really good job, honestly. Like, they had some good kill scenes. The story is there. It was interesting. I liked it. Did you guys like it?
Yeah, I thought it started off so, there's the initial scene in the beginning.
Yeah.
But once you get past that, it's kind of cute and innocent,
What
it's
was wrong with the first scene?
it just got really bloody, really fast.
You don't like blood?
No.
You don't like...
I was a little scared, this couple comes home and she dies, and we don't even know what the plot of the movie is, and there's, a dead body.
She just dies immediately, and kind of gruesome, too.
And then there's, a close-up.
I like that part. Honestly, she was kind of a bitch. She said she didn't even like Halloween. And she, wanted to take down the decorations right when she got home from trick-or-treating. Who does that?
She was, she was lit, too.
She was lit. I think she deserved to die because she said she didn't like Halloween.
Dang.
And then she got a giant lollipop stuck in her mouth like that.
Dang.
I think it's interesting how he stuck it in her mouth too, because didn't he bite off a piece of the lollipop?
Oh, yeah, that was Sam's lollipop.
Yep.
Yeah, so he bites it off and then he stabs her with it and then he shoved it in her mouth.
That's pretty crazy.
I think that's awesome.
But what I was saying is, okay, so that initial scene happens, and then they kind of just, gaslight. So they completely toss it out and restart the movie with, these teenagers and these kids.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the kids and I'm like, I love these kids. This is so funny. They included the little special needs kid. They're so nice.
It took a turn.
It started off so sweet.
I don't know if I would say sweet with that killing scene.
Right.
but definitely a lot to unpack for
Yes.
sure.
Okay, so I mean, where should we start? I mean, a little bit of history for the movie is actually based on a short film called Season's Greetings. I really actually want to look it up now because in the movie we watched tonight, I don't think they go over what the protagonist. He's not a protagonist.
The antenna's
The
Sam, right?
Sam, yeah. So his name's the pumpkin head kid. His name is Sam, but they don't actually. I don't think they say that in the movie. I think
Yeah.
it's
They never introduce him properly. They just kind of have him show up.
right.
Yeah.
But we know it's his name because it's from the short film. So that sounds something.
There's no backstory on Sam, right?
I think in the short story, I actually read about it a little bit, and they did say that in one of either the comic or the short film, how they show Sam as a boy in pajamas and he's being stalked by a stranger. I think that's what I read. So I think it shows a little bit of his origin.
So,
But it doesn't, I mean, just based off what I read, it doesn't explain like his face behind the sack. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
because he was like a pumpkin.
that was not human.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can we just go to that real quick since we're on the topic? I really didn't like his face, like his pumpkin face.
You didn't like his design of his face?
I did not. I thought it was weird and like it was like a puppet type thing, and like sometimes puppets just.
It reminded me of E.T. when I saw it.
Yeah, like the mouth is like.
Yeah.
I thought it was like kind of like a throwback type, like, you know, something that would have been scary a long time ago, but might be a little corny now.
Yeah, corny is the right word.
Super corny.
Super
Yeah.
corny.
So I just googled it real quick. If you want to look up Season's Greetings, it's 1986. It was shot on film and then like scanned and digitized.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Pretty old.
So that was in the fun facts that I was looking up.
Cool. All right. I mean, we did some research after watching the movie. Do you guys have anything else you want to share that you found out? Anything cool?
Well, no pumpkins were harmed in the creating of this movie.
Thank God.
That's what was
all
terrifying me.
Yeah.
That was the scary part.
I was really worried about all those
Exactly.
pumpkins. Like, what a waste.
Yeah.
What a waste. But no, it's just styrofoam. Even
Yep.
better. Great.
Only all the children who had to act.
Right, only children were harmed.
Not the children.
And I think that, Emily's blood was boiled before they started shooting so then it would sting.
Sting.
Yep.
Her
Yeah.
blood was boiled.
Yep.
Fake blood.
Yeah.
Not actual human blood.
So, like, it was cold outside, so the warm blood would steam up. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting trick there. Okay, I mean, we can actually move on to favorite kill scene. I think my favorite kill scene, I would have to say the first one because, like I said, that I did not like that lady. She talked shit on the Halloween, my favorite holiday, and she got what she had coming.
But you know what? She was coming home with her shitty man. He wasn't helping her out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, he just like
He was like, I'm ready to go to bed. Let's get to it. You take down the decorations. Yeah.
Exactly. And like he knew the rules, so it wasn't like he picked her up like, no babe, don't do this. Like kind of just let it happen to her. So
I got a nature doc to go watch.
yeah, exactly, a nature document.
Yeah.
well, actually, it would make more sense if we went over the rules from the movie. Like,
Yeah.
there's some Halloween
yeah.
rules.
The
that-
reason why they all get killed is because they break the rules.
Yeah.
Sam's rules for Halloween. So
Exactly.
And throughout the movie, all the characters kind of just like slip the rules in, like little fun facts here and there. They're just like, oh, by the way, I don't know, like always give out candy.
that's the first rule. Always give out candy to
There's
trick or
even
treaters.
even characters who are like in their house, like killing someone off to the side. They're like, oh, trick or treater, here's your candy.
Can I go back, actually?
Yeah, go for it.
So there was don't give out candy. Always wear your costume.
Yes, don't take it off for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
There was that one Augustus flute freaking looking motherfucker. He had the chocolate all over his face. He died a horrible death, and he wasn't wearing a costume.
True, but I think that goes to a different rule though, and that was always check your candy. That was the cause of his
Well,
death.
I think he broke multiple rules.
I think-
and he was breaking the pumpkins.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
He was breaking the
true.
pumpkins. He wasn't wearing the costume. What else?
He was breaking all types of rules.
Yeah, I think he broke most of the rules actually.
What is it? Isn't there like a rule? Don't hit the innocent, but don't take down your Halloween decorations till the first, right?
Yeah,
Till-
to November 1st.
Right. That's
yeah.
what the first
After
lady.
midnight.
She broke that rule. Yeah.
Yeah, she also took off her costume too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it seems like they break multiple rules. Idiots.
Yeah, that's idiot.
Who strikes you out?
Exactly.
What was your favorite kill scene?
I think the kids. I don't know. That really surprised me.
It was
All the
pretty.
kids.
And
That was kind of scary hearing their screams in the background and hearing like the noises of the zombies eating the kids too.
that was really. And you know, like there were so many plots in the movie. We never got the backstory on the little girl. But if you think back, she comes out of the house with all the pumpkins in the beginning, and you remember whose house that was?
Right. Right at the end.
It was the old guy, Mr. Craig.
Krieger. Or
I
something
don't
like
think that was his house.
But like when the other kids went to pick her up for to go out.
All the jack-o'-lanterns
She-
were lit.
yeah,
I think
and
it's
then-
because she was such a fan of Halloween, because she knew a lot about Halloween, and she even called it
Right.
like the original name, like All
Right.
Hallows
She
Eve.
definitely she
No,
knows
no.
something.
Because after Sam visits Mr. Craig,
Yeah.
he opens his door and there's pumpkins
Yeah.
everywhere. and
Yeah.
He didn't know where they came from.
It was from Sam. So Sam's responsible for all that. It's not the same house.
Okay,
That's what you're
but
confused
Was the
on.
little
I
girl
get
from the Sam movie, like, were they a thing? Not a thing, like, we're not. Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. There's some sort of connection there with all the jack-o'-lanterns being outside. I think that Rhonda girl, like, she was witchy. She came in contact with Sam a couple of times
She
throughout
was.
the
She
movie.
just, like, nodded
like,
off to it.
Like, they know each other. There's
Yeah.
something... They're in cahoots.
I think it's
Definitely.
because she respected Halloween. Like, she followed all the rules. I think that's why that Sam just walked right past her. I'm pretty sure that was the reason why.
Yeah, and
that
she was like,
amazed.
if I don't mess with you, you're not gonna mess with me.
Yeah.
Like, I will respect you as long as you do not kill me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rhonda was some main character energy.
No, like, the whole scene with Rhonda was my favorite scene, but I cannot say that's my favorite kill scene.
Okay, what was your favorite kill scene?
I feel like the werewolves were, because, like, I feel like that was kind of completely unexpected. Like, you
Yes.
sit in there, you're watching it, and, like, you see them changing, but then you're like, maybe they're vampires, like,
Right.
there's gotta be something else, and then they start taking off their skin, and you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, they're taking off their skin, and then they pop out as werewolves.
That
They're
scene
like-
was so cool. I love that
Exactly.
scene too.
Like, they're eating their dates that, you know, you're thinking they're gonna sleep with them, but I guess she was a virgin to killing people.
Yeah. That's super misconception there.
Exactly, exactly.
That was a good plot twist. Like,
It was a good plot twist.
there's a lot of stereotypes in the movie, but that was a good.
That one got me, definitely. I liked it when they ripped off their skin and then
Yeah.
just throw it on the ground. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But
Like a long day of work.
Yeah. I didn't like the werewolf.
I was just about to ask, like, what do you think about like the werewolf costumes themselves?
I wasn't about
No,
it.
that was also like a really corny design too, but I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny, so I'll give it that. At
Yeah.
least it was entertaining, but it was pretty corny.
Yeah.
Alright, Lois, well, let's hear more of your thoughts. What was not corny?
What was not corny? Well, you know what? I didn't like the vampire guy. I'll just say that. I didn't like the vampire guy. I really
Wait.
hated him.
Wasn't that Mr. Wilkins?
Yeah, yes. So Mr. Wilkins was the principal?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
called him the school
Like, he knew all the
principal.
kids.
Okay. And then he also killed Augustus Fruit or whatever. He killed him. I liked that. I thought he was a really good, creepy, like, predator type character.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be the main like villain. before
Exactly.
they introduced Sam.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he was pretty cool. But then when we find, and then there's like the vampire guy, who I just think
He was just a creep.
He was just weird. I
Yeah.
didn't like that character. And then you find out he's a fake vampire.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? And then you find out it's Mr. Wilkins. And you're just like,
So wait, he's an actual serial killer but a fake vampire. He's
Yeah.
just like biting people for fun.
Yeah, he's just
for
psycho.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was biting people to death with fake plastic
Yeah.
fangs somehow.
But he got what he deserved.
yeah. So I didn't care. I didn't care for him.
Yeah. But can we talk about his son for a second?
Billy. Billy. Okay, Billy's kind of a badass.
Cute
Well,
little
He
Billy.
might have been the best character.
So real quick fun fact that I forgot to say. Billy actually played the little boy for like most of the scenes. Like, and I'm pretty sure we all were sitting there like, is the little boy Billy? But no, the actor who played Billy played the little boy.
Oh, what? That is awesome.
Oh,
Recycling up the cast
Exactly.
there. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Billy makes the best quote, I think, of the movie. He says, what does he say? Charlie Brown is an asshole.
Yes.
I thought that was amazing.
Yes.
Daddy's killing people in the backyard. Go watch some Charlie Brown, little boy.
Yeah.
Brown's an asshole.
It's like, Billy Wilkins. Don't use that language.
Well, it's funny because the kid's like hanging out the window. His dad is covered in blood, clearly burying bodies. Like there's no way to not see that. And you're just like, okay, Billy's just fine with it. He's just talking about carving a jack-o'-lantern. And then later in the movie, the kid is demented. He like has friggin' Augustus. I don't know what his real name is.
Just
don't know.
diabetes candy Augustus Loop kid.
The chunky boy.
Little chunky boy.
Yeah, he was decapitated on a platter, and the kid was like carving a jack-o'-lantern face in there. So that was pretty cool.
I was terrified. Like
Those are pretty cool plot
I
twists
almost
too.
ran out of the
I didn't see that
house.
one
Yeah,
coming,
exactly.
huh?
That made me so nervous. I was like,
Oh
wait,
my
is he really
gosh.
gonna kill his son? Like, is he just a children's murderer? Like, just kills little kids, doesn't kill the grump next door, but kills like the little boy, his
Yeah.
son. Nope, and his son's in it.
Well,
Or
he
in
thinks
on
that
it.
the kid was like inconvenient to him since like mom wasn't around.
Exactly.
That was another good quote from the dad. He's like, why is mommy not alive? Or like something.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably killed her. Come on.
Ooh, that's
Honestly, probably
he
did.
probably did. And that's why he's like, stop crying about it. Like, she was a bitch anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. He probably helped her, and they carved her eyes out the year before. So
Wait, maybe
I'm
that's
just
why
saying.
he was like trying to bite all the like ladies in town.
Oh, he was looking for a mate.
Trying to make a vampire.
Yeah. I would like a Billy spinoff, though. That'd be
Yes.
kind of cool.
Yes.
As him all grown up.
Well, you know, he's at the end of the movie. He's in his like little he's in his daddy's bloody short on the front porch,
Right.
watching his neighbor get murdered.
yep.
He's a fucked up kid, for sure.
He's on that path.
He probably
Yeah.
was like, "Hi there, guys."
Yeah, definitely on that path for sure. I did, speaking of like seeing like him like as like a spin-off or whatever, the director did talk about trying to make a sequel for the movie. So I think in 2000, no, it came out in 2007 and then 2009. So I think somewhere between that time in 2013, the director talked about wanting to make a sequel. And then in 2013, he did say that I think it was in the works. But it's been a few years since then, so we haven't really...
lost funding.
Not sure. Oh, I think the company, like Warner Bros. Or something, one of the companies like switched companies or switched management, something like that. So I don't think there's been word of a sequel.
Well, what is it? I think I read something about it, and I think they might be coming out with a sequel soon. I can't remember because I looked it up, and it said 2007 or 2020 or something like that. So I'm like, maybe.
It's 2021 now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was
I'm
said
sure, like,
something.
I'm sure COVID got in the way of filming and all
Exactly.
that too. So,
Yeah.
but I would definitely love to see
Spin
that.
off with the little boy and Rhonda. But
Oh, Billy, Rhonda, and
think
Sammy.
about it, like
That'd be
it's
so
it's been almost
cute.
15 years. Like
Exactly.
they'd be like grown up. Like
I love that idea. We should message them. We should write to somebody.
DM them, yeah. Be like,
wait,
hey,
Hotties
so.
cameo. We're like doing this show, and then it's like out this back window.
That'd be so cool. I personally always wanted to be in a horror movie. I would love to be in the horror movie. Even if I was just like the first character that gets killed off, like I don't care. Like put me in the show, put me in the movie.
I want to be the killer.
I'll die for us. I don't want to be around.
Yeah, we'll die together. We'll get murdered together.
And I'll be the police officer that died. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're a police officer now?
I don't know. You always
I want to
like.
see you being the tough one.
Maybe I could. No, Bex would be the tough one.
You'd be like.
Oh my god, you voices Bex in a kill scene.
I what?
You voices Bex.
Okay.
Like, if you're the villain,
Yeah.
Bex is like the witch with the crystals or whatever.
Oh, she like.
And we don't know who's gonna live. But you guys go head to head.
Okay, I'm down. I'll fight Bex. I'll fight her any day.
Sorry, Bex.
Yeah, Bex couldn't make it tonight because she's sick. Mm. We miss her though, for real though. No, seriously. No, we
Hopefully
miss
she
you.
gets better.
Yeah, we hope she gets better. There's nothing serious, hopefully. Okay. What was your favorite or least favorite part of the movie?
Favorite was the little kids. I feel like my least favorite was. I don't know. I feel like it was the whole like what happened to the kids kind of made me mad because like. The kids on the bus saying.
Yeah.
Like,
We didn't do anything wrong.
yeah, exactly. Because, like, it was just, like...
It was a sad story.
Yeah, but it never really said, like, if he was going to kill him. It just said that he had something to do with them and take them there. And he, like, locked them up, like, we could assume. But then he seemed just as scared that the little boy drove the bus off the cliff.
So I wonder, because that part was kind of weird. It's like, wait, what is his plan exactly?
Exactly.
Because he was going out and giving them candy, which was a little strange. But then he was, like, checking their locks, and they were all strapped to the bus. So was he planning on
killing them?
Yeah.
driving them
So
out?
I want to say that my theory is that the parents approach the bus driver and they're like, "Hey, I hate my kid, so here's like I don't know."
He's an embarrassment.
Yeah, so,
like, yeah.
I'm thinking that he locked them up on the seats, gave them candy as like a last like happy memory, and then I'm sure he was gonna drive the bus off somehow, but it didn't seem like he was going to go with them because
Right. It wasn't a suicide mission.
yeah, hence the reaction when the kid drove the bus off the cliff. So I'm sure something was going to happen along those lines,
Yeah.
but. Yeah, I can't say if he was going to die with them or not. But.
Yeah, I just saw the little trailer home and I was like, maybe he's gonna raise all these kids by himself. like come in with all these special needs kids. I don't know.
Just
Yeah.
out in this field by a lake.
Exactly like the old woman in the shoe.
I mean, that'd be ideal. That'd be a cute story, but that's not.
That's not the movie
It
at
did
all.
not
Yeah.
end like that.
No, because then I think he was gonna hurt them. Because if he wasn't and it was an accident, then he wouldn't have been haunted afterwards. Because he was haunted.
And he wouldn't have dropped
Well,
off the
there's
face
that
of the
photo
earth.
of him with all the kids in their costumes, and he's looking away, like he's not in a good place.
Yeah.
Like he knew what he had to do and he was not ready for it.
What I'm wondering is like that's such a spooky town. Like there was like real vampires. I mean not vampires, real werewolves, real spooky things going on. Like maybe those kids were a little messed up. Maybe the kids were spooky.
Yeah, we don't really know their backstory. They could have have deserved it.
Oh my god.
We could use a prequel and a sequel.
Exactly.
We need more content.
Yeah, more trick or treat. Come on.
Just hold my hand. It's getting really scary, guys.
No.
Back to like the scene of the bus kids. I don't know what to call it. The bus kids. The teenagers that were pranking Rhonda are so mean. Like,
Why did they do that?
What kind of person would do that to another human being? Like scare the shit out of them. Like, go to all that trouble. Like that was a lot of plans. You had the story, they had the costumes, like all that prep work just to prank some girl that you think is weird.
Yeah.
Who looks like a witch, who you might want to be more careful. You don't want to prank a witch. Like, that's
And like
stupid.
it's a real bus with real dead bodies in it.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's not a made up story.
Yeah.
And like, you know, let's go where like there could be hauntings, you know, makes sense. And then have people dress up like the dead, hurt a little girl in the middle of the night, like, and it's foggy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't go
seems
down
too
in foggy.
suspicious.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can almost walk up to the bus kind of like offshore. It's not like that deep, or it didn't look that deep because didn't Rhonda walk up?
Yeah, the
And
lake
so-
was low.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The bus was sticking out of the
Yeah,
lake
so like
still,
how
so.
was the bus never found? Because that's what they said in the story. But there's literally an elevator to go down.
the bus.
Yeah, so
It
like...
was too scary. No one could go down it, I guess. It was a scary elevator.
Well,
I wouldn't go
maybe
down
they
it.
knew. Maybe the whole town knew, and they're like, "Well, can't do anything about it. Like, bus driver was gone."
Basically, the whole town was
Yeah.
murderers.
Or maybe anyone that went down there to investigate was killed.
Exactly.
Oh.
So they never came back up.
That could be a big possibility,
You know,
too.
that's why everyone in town followed the rules.
rules.
Because
Probably.
like everyone kind of like low key knew there was crazy stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's these 7 rules on Halloween, guys. There's any other rules, screw them. We only these 7 rules we have to follow.
There's no laws, no regulations, just these
Basically.
Halloween rules.
Yeah.
And if you break them, Sam's gonna come get you.
Yeah.
Get you. Yeah, he was really crazy. There was one scene where he's crawling on the ceiling. What is he, a
Yeah.
spider monkey now? And then he like
Exactly.
jumps on my like,
That was so funny. Oh my god, I laughed so hard at that scene.
And when he just
I was
looks up.
terrified. Oh, that's when I wanted to leave.
No, it was so funny.
Anything else, or should we go into my trivia questions?
I had one other thing I wanted to slip in. I think we like semi-touched on this, but there's just like a bunch of Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, we could go on. Let me- I
So
got some-
what were some of the Easter eggs, like, you know, references to other classic horror movies you guys saw in there?
I have one. My favorite character, Rhonda, the witch girl. She at first reminded me a lot of Velma from Scooby-Doo. Like the way she talked, like she was very smart and she just knew a lot about Halloween. I was like, oh, she reminds me of Velma. I like her. And then later in the movie, she trips and her glasses fall on the ground and she's like, where are my glasses? I was like, oh, they did that on purpose. I got it. I got it. So that was what I noticed.
That was cute.
Yeah.
And one thing I kind of pointed out, I mean, like, it could just be a coincidence, but I totally thought that Billy looked like Chucky. He was wearing the overalls, the striped shirt, and he even had, like, little orange curly hair. So I was just like, I'm pretty sure he even had freckles, too. I was like, major Chucky vibes.
Well, I'm kind of mad at you for saying that because that was one of my trivia questions.
Hey, points for me!
That's not fair. You would have got it anyways.
Okay,
Hey.
Lexi, did you get any Easter eggs?
I can't think of any off of the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, the one other thing I got was when all the kids on the school bus, how there was like exactly 8 kids and they all had these costumes. That was actually alluding to the what was it? The Peanuts Halloween
Oh
special?
yeah, Charlie
Yeah.
Brown.
The Charlie Brown Halloween special. And then the little kid is like, Charlie Brown's an asshole, Dad.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it?
I just got it. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Oh, I didn't know that the werewolves are from. What is it? I can't remember. It's another movie, but I think it's like, yes.
Like in reference?
No,
it?
like the costumes were created by the same creator from like the Underworld or something like
So
that.
were they like reused for this film?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god! So that's probably why they look so corny.
Yeah,
Because they were
exactly,
made so
exactly.
long ago. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Alright, well, what you got for trivia, Lois?
Okay, you guys
Let's
ready?
get it. Ready for
All right,
it.
well, let me just cross off.
Some of the things we already said.
I was gonna say
Oopsies.
Billy's character is dressed similar to which icon killer. I said Freddy Krueger. No, Pennywise. No, Jigsaw. No, it was Chucky. Yeah, pretty obvious. Okay.
I would have failed it.
Okay. What was originally supposed to be the title before they decided on Trick or Treat?
I'm pretty sure, well, the original title was Season's Greetings.
Right. That was the original. Well, that was the title for what it's based off of, not for the movie.
Okay, so there's a different title they're going to call it.
I have some options. If you don't have anything you want to make up.
Sure.
If you were to name the movie, what would you name it?
Was it the Halloween Rules? Okay. Let's do the options.
Okay, so A, Season's Greetings. B, Jack-o'-lantern Tales. C, Trick or Treat. Instead of R, just trick, it's trick or treat and not, or trick or treat. Or D, all of the above.
I would assume it would be D.
That's a real...
I don't know.
Could
have been a lot of stuff on the whiteboard.
When you said all the above, I'm thinking like all the titles combined. So I'm like, that's a long ass title.
Season's Greetings, Jack-o'-lantern Tales, Trick or Treat.
the
That'd be
movie.
horrible.
Yeah.
You would never forget it.
Exactly.
I mean, it would make sense because there's so many different stories in the one
True.
The movie with like 3 titles and 4 plot lines, you
Yeah,
know?
that would make sense.
Like, because it was the jack-o'-lantern head, the dead kids, and then it was the guy who's like, always check your candy, kids.
Yeah.
And the werewolves.
What was
Yeah,
the
I
second
remember
option
those.
again?
Jack-o'-lantern Tales.
I think it was that one. That's my guess.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone lock in their answers.
Yeah, I'll go Jack-o'-lantern Tales.
Lexi, I think you're the only one that got it right.
All the above?
Yeah. They couldn't decide.
Oh my god.
There was actually even more that they were gonna name it.
Oh my gosh.
So there was a lot of back and forth with this movie. They didn't know when to release it. They didn't know what to call it. Like they didn't know which plot to pick. So they just picked all of them.
Dang. I mean, I guess if you have the option, just like, whatever. Like, just put it all in one.
Good job, Lexi. You'll get a piece of candy later.
Hey.
I gotta check it for razors.
Yeah, check it first.
Make sure you check it first. All right, second question. When Mr. Creek says, "You've got to be fucking kidding me," when he sees the killer's hands operating independently from his body, this is a nod to a similar scene in which classic horror film?
I think I know the answer. Yeah, Adam's Family. Oh,
wait.
Adam's Family.
No, you're
That was my guess.
wrong.
Wait, wrong.
Wrong. They don't, I mean, yes, I get what you're saying, like the hand moving independently, but it's part of what he said as well. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So that was good.
We just assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't think of anything. The closest thing I could think of is Corpse Bride because her like hand moves on its own.
That's a
But
good one.
not that.
When he says like,
I don't know. Okay, I'll give you some guesses
there
or
we
some
go.
options. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Thing, The Evil Dead, or The Exorcist. Do you know?
Ooh.
I think that I want to say either Evil Dead or.
Well, you gotta pick one. Sorry, you only get one.
Okay, then my guess is Evil Dead.
Okay.
I'm going with Evil Dead too.
Bella.
I don't know.
You have to pick one. You have. You got it right.
Oh, dang! I've never seen The Thing.
You should watch it.
I know I should.
Yeah. So you got it right by guessing.
GG.
We'll have to watch that one soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one's classic. That one's good. That one's actually that one's pretty creepy and scary. Okay, next question. Anne Paquin's character, Laurie, was named after the protagonist from which horror movie?
Oh, these are all Easter egg. Wow.
We all know the answer. We know the answer.
You do? Oh, yeah.
Yes, I said it.
Okay, you said the answer earlier. You called that
I'm
out.
sorry.
Okay.
But say it again, because honestly, I kind of forgot.
All right, so the options are Saw, Final Destination, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street.
So that's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nope.
It's Halloween. Dang, girl.
No, you were saying all my trivia questions before I got to that.
I know, I felt so bad because you like stopped and I was like, wait, hold on, is this a trivia question?
Yeah.
Is this a trivia
Had to
question?
make sure.
Yeah.
You knew them all before I got to them. Okay. I gotta make them harder next time.
Next time
Yeah,
we'll
there
do
you
trivia
go.
at the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then, let's see. That was it, because you freaking got my...
Oh, dang. We know too much.
Yeah, you guys were on it, so I'm gonna have to try harder next time with my questions. All right, well,
Good job, Lois.
thanks. All right, so, who was your favorite character?
I feel
There's
like
a
I
lot
already
of
said
characters.
mine. You guys go.
Right, I said
Which
Rhonda.
is Billy, right? You said Billy?
I liked the little girl.
Oh, Rhonda.
Yeah, Rhonda.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked Rhonda too. Yeah. You guys, did you like Rhonda?
I mean, I like drama, but I think Sam was my favorite character.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
I want to watch the little short film now. I want to know what Sam's all about because I'm like,
Yeah.
he was like kind of creepy. Like, you don't know if he's a demon or what. And then like he's a jack-o'-lantern person and you're like, never heard of these. Like, and when the old man shoots him, it's like his body
It was
is
like pumpkin guts.
yeah, pumpkin guts, not like
Yeah.
That
blood
was
or
crazy.
anything. Like
Yeah.
pumpkin seeds just shooting out and stuff. Like, ooh, what's up with Sam?
Yeah, so I actually read a little bit about the actor who played him, Quinn Lord. He said that the character reminded him of like a pumpkin creature, or like a creature being born from a pumpkin patch.
Oh, so like the one from Billy, or not Billy. Oh my gosh, Charlie Brown's Halloween special.
Probably. I've never seen that either.
It's like the scarecrow in the pumpkin patch, like pumpkin scarecrow guy.
Yep.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, I also think that the director or whoever created the costume design for him said that he was supposed to resemble like between like an embryo and a pumpkin. Yeah. Well, at least
Oh,
the
bad.
face.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Embryo again.
I thought it was like
Oh,
an
you know what?
alien.
There is like a 20-minute like director's cut. So if you want more of the movie and more of the backstory, that's a really fun watch to go find
I'll
out.
have to go watch that for sure.
I mean-
I'm curious to see what the director has to say about that movie. I feel like it's definitely like a classic. Like it's a newer classic.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can watch like Halloween, you can watch Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, but like not a lot of people do talk about Trick or Treat. But I feel like Sam is like the mascot for Halloween. You know?
Because
Yeah,
like
he's
I know
kind of
growing up,
iconic.
like we kept on like I'm not saying that I knew these rules, but like it was kind of like you always were wearing your outfit past curfew, like past midnight, unless you went to bed really early. Your parents were checking your candy, you know, because that stuff really does happen. Little kids really do get razor blades. I know no one that takes down their Halloween decorations before the first. Some people
Yeah.
even keep them up for a week after.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I was thinking if I had broken any of the rules ever. So, I mean, I don't think so. I've been fine.
I have a cool question that I have for everybody.
Okay.
So let's say that you do break one of the rules on Halloween. How would you like your kill scene to look like?
That's a really good question. I
Yeah.
like that. So, how would I want to be killed?
Yeah. Think of like a quick scenario. Top of the head.
Well, I like masks. I like when people wear masks. I think I would prefer to like be killed by like some strong guy, like maybe like a little
A strong guy in a mask.
Biting your neck.
A Pennywise.
Yeah, I think that would be my ideal thing.
Dang. Bella?
I want to get taken out by the hot guy.
Yeah, the hot guy. But how does he take
Easy.
you out?
Yeah.
I don't know, preferably a really nice restaurant in like, date first.
And then how would he go in for the kill?
Do you want to get stabbed? Do you want to be bludgeoned to death? Do you want to be drowned?
Yeah.
Burned? Like what?
You know, I love the supernatural stories, like the ones with like the really complicated plots and ghosts and like, you know, I like the less bloody stuff.
Okay, so you just want to be like pulled into
Yeah,
a closet or
exact-
under a bed and never be seen again.
Pulled into the void. into the
Yeah,
ghost
by like
world.
a demon or like something crazy.
There you go. Just dragged into hell.
Crazy.
There you
Some
go.
like unworldly force, not like a serial killer. Like, last thing I want is like a Saw scenario.
So like Sam coming to you and just never be seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just poof, disappear. Goodbye.
No trace anywhere.
Yeah.
No one
there
finds
you
your body. Okay.
And you?
Yeah, I'm the next ghost.
I feel like, I mean, I'm the blonde. So, like, I would be that dumb blonde that would, you know, walk down by the haunted bus and, like, be like, oh, what's that in the water? Let's pick up this face mask, and then get taken down by someone or something like that.
Dang.
You know? I'd be that person because I, like, you know, you think about it when you're, like, by yourself, but, like, sometimes you are a little bit of that airhead that you're like, ooh, what's this? It is haunted, and it's spooky and foggy and scary.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'll definitely be the person that goes off to have sex and then gets killed by the killer. I'd be that stereotype.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
At least you admit it.
Yeah.
I'm that bitch on that one.
I guess, yep, I totally am.
Would you
That'd be
be
me.
so stupid about it? Like go off in like the woods or something?
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
like,
Oh my
I hear
god.
something,
Maybe
but I'm
not
just
the
gonna ignore it.
woods. I think the woods are a little like, okay, that's a little sketch, but definitely like they'd probably be like watching through the window and then like find their way in and then be like, okay, I'll be right back, going to the kitchen and then
Oh, so they stab you. You wouldn't
probably like that, yeah.
Okay, slash.
Not like you're driving home and there's like a person in your back seat after you're done.
There was some old scary story I read about that, and every time I get in my car, I have to check my back seat.
Like a true
Exactly.
story or like a tale.
Oh, I think it's a tale, but it could be true.
Probably,
I know,
yeah.
It's probably true. It probably happened to someone out there.
So yeah, we're carpooling now. Every time.
Right? Yeah.
Check your back
Yeah,
seat.
check the back
Purse
seat
in
real
the back
quick.
seat, guys. That's
Yeah.
what my grandma would
Look,
tell
I have
me.
a Fiat. No one's getting back there.
I know, my car is so small between the back seat and stuff. I'm like, ooh, if someone's hiding back here, it's a little kid. It's Sam hiding in my back seat. No one else can hide in my back seat.
Oh
Sounds
my
pretty
gosh.
terrifying.
Lexi's like, oh my god, Sam, my favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You're
then-
back to see me.
And then you're like, ah!
I'll take it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, well this was so fun,
Yes.
but we gotta wrap it up.
Yes.
Everybody tune in next week. We have our Halloween special. We'll be reviewing the original Halloween, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see
So
you guys.
excited.
And then 2 weeks from now, November 1st, we're going to be reviewing Rod Zombie Halloween.
Yes. Okay, that's a good comparison. Okay.
That sounds so exciting.
Well, thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for coming. I
Of
hope
course,
you
this was
had a
so much
great
fun. I loved it.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Toddy group.
yeah, I'm a hottie now.
And don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.